Good morning, fifth grade. We are continuing to work on lesson 3-1. This is our first lesson in unit 3, multiplication of fractions. And this is page 67. Now I'm going to work through some of the problems on this page with you, and then I'm going to have you do a few and check your answers. So this is problem 3 and 4. I'm going to do right now, and then we'll do 5, 6, and then you'll work on the last couple on your own. So number 3. So as we were talking yesterday, when we multiply fractions, we are taking a part of a part. Multiply fractions means taking a piece of a piece. Remember that key word of means to multiply. So let's go ahead and look at number 3. This is using whole numbers. So markers come in boxes of 6. So we have 6 markers in each of these boxes. Alta has 3 boxes. So we have 6 markers, 6 markers, and 6 markers. We could do this a couple different ways. We could do 6 plus 6 plus 6. Or, because we know that multiplication is repeated addition, we see there's 1, 2, 3 6s, and we would multiply that by 6. So that is 6 3 times. So if you look at the sentence, the number sentence right here, 6 taken 3 times, which means 3 times 6, or 6, 6, and 6, 3 groups of 6. 6 times 3 is 18 markers. 6, 12, 18. If we think of it as just a multiplication problem, it means 3 times 6 equals 18 markers. All right, now we're going to take a look at this if we look at a piece of the box. So we're taking a piece of a piece. So this is looking for, Isabel has 1/3 of a box of 6 markers. So here's our group of 6 markers. So the whole is 6 markers still, because that's what is in the box. Except we're not taking the whole box now. We're looking at if we took the box and split it into 3 equal groups. So there's 2 markers in this group, there's 2 markers in this group, and there's 2 markers in this group. So what we basically did to figure that out is we took our 6 and we divided it by 3 groups. Because what we're doing with division is we're taking a whole and we're splitting it into parts. So we're taking the 6 markers and splitting it into 3 groups, which is the same thing as taking 1/3 of the box. So this is 1/3. This section is 1/3, and this section is 1/3. So if we put those thirds together, we would end up with one whole box of markers. So 6 taken 1/3 time, or 1/3 of 6 markers, we can see that is 2. So we're looking at this section right here. This is 2 markers. It's a piece of the whole, right? Or a piece of a piece. So 1/3 times 6, which is 1/3 of 6, taking 6 and separating it into 3 groups, we end up with 2 markers in each group. Okay, so looking for that of and telling us that that means to multiply. This is creating a chain. So it says 1/4 of 8, which is the same thing as saying 1/4 times 8, because that times is an of. 1/4 of 8, which is taking 8 and breaking it into 4 pieces. Another way that we can write a division problem, so this is the division sign, this is the division bar. So I'm going to write that right here so you can see that, division bar, which is basically the same thing as a fraction. So in this division bar, I'm going to do a little note right over here. So 8/4 is the same thing as saying 8 divided by 4. We're taking that 4 and we're dividing it into the 8. So the denominator is dividing into the numerator, which would look like this if we were doing it with a division box. So we have 8 divided by 4 with the division box. we have 8 divided by 4 with the division sign, and we have 8 divided by 4 with the division bar. So division box, division sign, division bar. All means the same thing. 8 divided by 4, 8 divided by 4, 8 divided by 4. All right, and then we have our answer. So I'm going to fill in 5 and 6, and then you are going to go ahead and do number 7 and 8. So 1/3 of 9 means 1/3 times 9. You should be filling this out in your book as I go through it. The next thing is we're doing the same thing, and we need to write this as a division problem. Now this is not 1/3 divided by 9. Thinking back to our markers, we took the 6 and divided it by the denominator. 6 divided by 3 gave us our answer. So right here we're looking at 9 divided by 3, because we're taking our whole, which is 9, and dividing it into 3 equal groups, just like we took our 6 and divided it into 3 equal groups. And this can be written, 9 divided by 3 can be written as a division problem with a bar, which is 9/3, or 9/3. And to do this, we do 3 goes into 9, or 9 divided by 3 equals 3. If we think about this as a picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 circles. And if we're dividing them into 3 groups, here is 1 group of 9, 1 group of 9, 1 group of 9. And you can see, or I'm sorry, 1 group of 3, 1 group of 3, 1 group of 3. So if we're dividing 9 into thirds, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 of 9, 1/3 of 9 is 3. This is 1/3 of 9, 3 circles. We'll do the next one. So 1/7 of 21, which means 1/7 times 21. Now, just like we did with the 9 and splitting it into 3 groups, we're taking 21 and dividing it into 7 groups. So we're looking to find out how much is in each of those groups. So 21 divided by 7 is a way that we can solve this problem. 21 divided by 7. 7 goes into 21 3 times. So if I had 21 things, 21 pieces of candy, 21 markers, whatever it is, if I have 21 and I need to split it into 7 groups or find 1/7 of 21, there would be 3 in each of those 7 groups. So 1/7 of 21 is 3. You're going to go ahead right now and please do number 7 and number 8. You can check your answers on the next slide.